now you're ready to hook up your thermodilution. You have your saline bag, and then in the picture in your PowerPoint, there's a picture of the tubing. In the tubing, in the package, you get this tubing and it's all coiled up, and you have a syringe. You'll take these out. You will attach, you'll prime the saline to the tubing. You can hang it up and not drop it on the floor. We'll pause that for a second. Now you have your tubing, you have your syringe. You will attach the syringe straight on to the tubing. Oops. Like this. Then you'll need to prime this entire long coil of tubing. The way to do it is just pull back. Once you pull back, you see how there's still a little air in here. You'll turn it upwards, kind of give it a tap, and then keep flushing it out. You'll need to do this a handful of times to prime this entire tubing. Okay. So now you're ready to attach to your CVP port. So when you attach, you're going to disconnect your current tubing on your CVP port. You're going to attach the CO tubing to here, swab this area, and now your original CVP tubing will be attached to the side port, like so. After that's attached, you're going to grab your temperature probe. There's a picture of this in the PowerPoint. This will attach to metal, this metal piece on the hemisphere. So you're going to attach it and turn it, and your temperature probe, and you're going to attach it to this side port here. It clicks right in. Okay. We pull back 10 cc's into our syringe. Make sure your stopcock is off to your CVP tubing, and that way everything's on straight through. When you're ready to inject, you're going to inject in like 3 seconds or less. It should be steady, it should be fast, it should be the same way each time. So, ready? Looks like repeat. You can put your age in, not your age, the patient's, their height and their weight. Still always do that. I'm just making up numbers. And that it's a male. We're going to hit next. We are still going to go to invasive for our swan and proceed to setup. You'll hit the settings button here. You'll go to ICO, which stands for intermittent cardiac output, and there's the syringe right. Once you get to here, you're going to select injectate volume, and that's going to be 10 milliliters. Your catheter size is 7.5. Your comp constant will be on auto, and then your bolus mode we can put into manual, so that way you will select when you're ready to start. You'll hit start set. You'll have a button here that says wait, inject, and then calculating. When it says inject is when you will inject. I'm gonna let that go. And then once you shoot 4 different times, you're going to go to review. In review, all of the different cardiac outputs that you did will show up here. you'll typically you will, if there's 4 numbers here, you will remove one that doesn't look right. So if your let's see, your output here is 4.1, 4.2, and 4.2. They're all pretty much around the same, so pretty accurate numbers. But say there was a 4th one here and that number was 3.5, we would X whichever one that is, we would X out the 3.5 and then hit accept, and it'll calculate our averages of the numbers we kept. There's your index, there's your output.
So that was just a different one.
Oh, oh my God, that is.
Hit the back button. So as long as you don't shut the machine off, if you wanted to look back to see what the trend of the cardiac output was, each time they did shot numbers, it will be in this tab. So you would just select the tab and it would bring up what the previous person has shot, so you can trend the numbers.